Football is a ruthless business where dreams can shatter faster than a misplaced pass in the final third. While we often hear about managers getting the axe after a string of poor results, sometimes the guillotine falls so quickly that it defies all logic. From contract ink that barely dried to promises never honoured, the beautiful game has witnessed some truly bizarre departures that make you question whether these people ever actually worked at these clubs at all. Today, we're diving into the surreal world of football's shortest stints, a collection of managers and players whose time at their clubs was so brief you'd need a stopwatch rather than a calendar to measure their tenure. Let's start with a story so absurd it sounds like fiction. Leroy Rosenior holds the Guinness World Record for the shortest managerial reign in football history, clocking in at exactly 10 minutes at Torquay United. On May 17, 2007, Rosenior was announced as the new manager, posed for photographs, shook hands with the chairman, and was ready to begin what he hoped would be a successful spell at Plainmoor. But before he could even locate his office, let alone settle into it, the club was sold. The new owners, led by a consortium with different ideas about who should be running the team, immediately relieved him of his duties. Rosenior later joked that his career highlight was becoming the shortest-serving manager in football history. But there's a tragic comedy to the whole affair. He didn't even have time to unpack his tactical notebooks or meet a single player. The contract was signed, the announcement made, and then, poof, it was over. It's the ultimate example of being in the wrong place at the wrong time, where a change of ownership turned what should have been the beginning of a new chapter into an immediate full stop. From the surreal to the meticulous, Marcelo Bielsa's brief stint at Lazio in 2016 perfectly encapsulated the Argentine's uncompromising nature. After signing a 2-year contract and being unveiled with great fanfare, Bielsa resigned just 2 days later, claiming the club hadn't kept their promises regarding transfers. This wasn't a case of cold feet or second thoughts. This was vintage Bielsa. The man who famously spends hours analysing opposition corner kick routines had clearly done his homework on Lazio's transfer plans, and when reality didn't match the promises made during negotiations, he simply walked away. Lazio fans never got to see his famous bucket on the touchline in Serie A, never witnessed his intense touchline animations, and never experienced the tactical revolution he might have brought to the Stadio Olimpico. For Bielsa, compromise isn't in his vocabulary. If the conditions aren't exactly right for his vision, he'd rather not start at all than try to make do with less than perfect circumstances. The most recent addition to this surreal club is Ten Hag's catastrophic spell at Bayer Leverkusen, lasting just 63 days after being appointed to replace the Real Madrid-bound Xabi Alonso. What was supposed to be his redemption story after his Manchester United nightmare became an even quicker descent into chaos. Ten Hag later expressed his surprise at being sacked, claiming he never felt mutual trust from the club's board. His time at the Bay Arena was turbulent from the start, with the Dutch manager clashing with Leverkusen's hierarchy over transfer policy and clear signs of disharmony emerging quickly. The final straw came when Leverkusen surrendered a 3-1 lead to 10-man Werder Bremen in the final minutes, taking just 1 point from their opening 2 Bundesliga matches. In a bombshell statement following his dismissal, Ten Hag said, "The decision by Bayer Leverkusen's management this morning to put me on a leave of absence came as a complete surprise. For a manager who had reached cup finals and won trophies at Manchester United, to be dismissed so quickly in Germany represented a stunning fall from grace." Shifting gears to a player, the story of Ali Dia at Southampton reads like a masterclass in elaborate deception. On November 23, 1996, someone claiming to be AC Milan and Ballon d'Or winner George Weah called Southampton manager Graham Souness. This mysterious caller convinced Souness that Ali Dia was his cousin, a talented striker who had played for Paris Saint-Germain and scored goals for Senegal's national team. The hoax was so convincing that Souness invited Dia to train with the club and incredibly brought him on as a substitute in a Premier League match against Leeds United. What followed was 53 minutes of footballing farce. Dia's performance was so poor that Souness substituted his own substitute, something virtually unheard of in professional football. The man who was supposed to be an international striker looked like he'd never kicked a ball professionally in his life. Dia was released after just 14 days at the club, but his legend lives on. Southampton fans still sing about him, and his story has become football folklore. Sol Campbell's arrival at Notts County in 2009 was supposed to herald a new dawn for the world's oldest professional football club. The former England defender, fresh from years at Arsenal and Portsmouth, was lured to Meadow Lane by promises of a footballing revolution. New Middle Eastern owners had appointed Sven-Göran Eriksson as director of football and were promising significant investment, offering Campbell a reported £40,000 per week contract. Campbell lasted just 29 days and one game, a 2-1 defeat to Morecambe, before the harsh reality set in. The grand promises were hollow, the investment was non-existent, and the revolution was nothing more than smoke and mirrors. Campbell, realizing he'd been sold a dream that was actually a nightmare, walked away from his contract. It was a sobering reminder that in football, as in life, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Les Reed's tenure at Charlton Athletic holds the unwanted distinction of being the shortest managerial reign in Premier League history. Appointed on November 14, 2006, Reed lasted just 41 days before being sacked on Christmas Eve. Talk about a Christmas present nobody wanted to receive. Reed's brief spell was a masterclass in how not to manage a Premier League club. In his 8 games in charge, he managed just 1 league victory and suffered the humiliation of a League Cup defeat to League Two side Wycombe Wanderers. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Reed had written the official FA Guide to Basic Team Coaching just 2 years before his appointment. Apparently, writing about coaching and actually doing it are 2 very different skills. Being sacked on Christmas Eve added insult to injury, making Reed's dismissal one of the most poorly timed in football history. While families were preparing for Christmas morning celebrations, Reed was clearing out his office, and sometimes they're about having second thoughts. Dave Bassett's 4-day flirtation with Crystal Palace in 1984 remains one of football's most unusual managerial appointments. After accepting an offer to leave Wimbledon for Second Division Palace, Bassett changed his mind within 72 hours and refused to sign the contract at Selhurst Park. Bassett later admitted that his relationship with the Wimbledon chairman was never quite the same after his Crystal Palace adventure, saying, "I felt like he held that against me." But his heart told him he had unfinished business at Wimbledon, and history proved him right. He stayed to guide the Dons from the 4th tier to the top flight, culminating in their miraculous FA Cup victory in 1988. It takes courage to admit you've made a mistake, especially when that mistake involves a potentially lucrative career move. Bassett's U-turn might have been embarrassing at the time, but it allowed him to complete one of football's most remarkable underdog stories. These 7 stories remind us that football is unpredictable, unforgiving, and occasionally utterly ridiculous. Whether it's 10 minutes, 2 days, or 2 months, sometimes the beautiful game shows no mercy to those who step into its spotlight. Whose story shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel. Also be sure to turn on post notifications so that you never miss out on any new videos. See you next time. Bye.
Do you want to make money with affiliate marketing? Join the Goal90 Shop affiliate program and start earning today. Get your unique affiliate link and exclusive discount coupon to share with your audience. Every sale made through your link earns you a 10% commission. No limits, just real earnings. Don't miss out. Turn your influence into income now. Do you want to make money with affiliate marketing? Join the Goal90 Shop affiliate program and start earning today. Get your unique affiliate link and exclusive discount coupon to share with your audience. Every sale made through your link earns you a 10% commission. No limits, just real earnings. Don't miss out. Turn your influence into income now.